this beautiful girl stands in my way.
We're working with Andy Serkis, who you may know as Gollum from Lord of the Rings or Kong from King Kong. He doesn't only play one of the characters in the game, King Bohan, he's also our dramatic director.
The job of dramatic director it's quite wide-ranging. When you're casting, you have the conceptual artwork, so there's a pre-designed way that the character is going to finally manifest itself on screen. And yet you're trying to find the souls of these characters.
Stop playing with her and kill the wretched girl!
Oh, you poor little thing. Look!
We cast a lot of theatrical actors because we knew that they had what the game needed, which was bold, interesting characters.
Initially, I was a little bit confused because I don't understand much about the technology. You're very aware that you've got 60 cameras at all times picking up everything from every angle. I mean, there's no place to hide. And you think, well, so I'm a series of dots then. What they are doing is building up an entire virtual map of you and the emotional input and everything that you're giving them. And once you realise that, suddenly you think, well, this is a magic suit, because once I have this ridiculous outfit on, I can purely play and just have as much fun as I can possibly get out of it.
Show me some action!
The interesting thing about motion capture is how liberating it is for actors, because you can play anything. You're not restricted to your own physicality, your own face. You are allowed, using this medium, to go anywhere.
Motion capture seems to really capture the essence of the movement, so much more than what a normal camera usually can.
Technology nowadays does allow you to sculpt in the computer very similar to traditional sculpting. When you've seen the actors going through all these extremes of raising eyebrows and frowning, that kind of thing, we have to take that data and do versions of that ourselves. An angry face without these kind of wrinkle marks here on the nose and everything just isn't an angry face. It's only really with the PlayStation 3 development to allow us to have so many shapes to represent the skin, how it slides, how it wrinkles and creases.
Stuart takes photos of us and photos of the animation of the character and superimposes them, and then takes what he wants of us and what he wants of the character, which works really nicely with like skin tone and things like that, so that then there's kind of an essence of you.
What is your purpose, Noriko, exactly? To die valiantly? To shed blood for a worthless cause, perhaps? Well, whatever it is, it's over.
If this desire to create a new direction in gaming is to be successful, it's all got to be based around the emotional engagement of actors and performers and the characters they're playing.
I hope people look back at this period in gaming and see this period as the time where games became a dramatic art form and almost vindicate us all for working in this medium for so many years.
Kill her! Wipe her out!
Huge sweeping vistas, enormous combat moves.
Fantastic visuals, huge environments in which the action sequences take place.
Our goal was to try and make one of the most beautiful games ever created. Me, like a lot of people, you know, you go and watch Star Wars, you watch some big epic movie and you walk around the street pretending as a kid that you're in that movie. What we wanted to do is make that fantasy real. So not only can you see this epic unfolding before your eyes, but you can take part in the adventure and everything you do feels like you're in a movie. So it's kind of fulfilling a base childhood fantasy in all of us, I hope.
Heavenly Sword is the story of Noriko, our heroine. She is a very powerful, strong young woman wielding an enormous sword.
She's fit. She's got wild red hair, this mane of red hair. Beautiful skin, big, gorgeous lips, dressed very scantily. She's the hero.
The Heavenly Sword is an incredibly powerful and ancient weapon. While it makes her pretty much invincible, it's also killing her. She decides to use it because she's seeking revenge for all the death and devastation that evil King Bohan has wreaked upon her land.
We've got a whole host of great characters in the game, from King Bohan, who's a maniacal despot, desperate to get his hands on the Heavenly Sword.
Grant me power to send her back to the underworld.
That was fun!
Through to Kai, who's actually a friend of Noriko. And she's a secondary character. You actually get to play her in the game. She's got her own unique control system. The really cool sequences that we have in the middle of combat are called the super style moves.
The hero will lock onto one person and perform this most fantastic single maneuver which will just obliterate their opponent and also the people around them. We look at lots of different styles of martial arts and see what we can take from them and just blend it all together to make some really amazing moves.
The combat engine that we have in the game allows us to have scenes where she's got up to 2,000 enemies in front of her. With the new technology that we've got, there have really been no limits to what we've tried to achieve.
This is a 5-year journey for us that's taken up to 100, 140 people, more if you include all the people working in New York, New Zealand and so forth.
We've brought together an incredibly talented group of people from so many walks of life from all over the world.
It's truly international development.
I hope that people really enjoy the game, that they get really engrossed in it.
It's big, it's dramatic, it's film-like. If you've ever wanted to be in a blockbuster movie, you probably won't get any closer to it than Heavenly Sword.